up, guys? LocsNLoad Firearm Views here today. Today, guys, we got a review on a piece of equipment that I think is very beneficial to you guys with an AR-15 rifle and a red dot or holographic reflex sight. So, guys, this is the Vortex 3X Micro Magnifier. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Alright, so like I said, this is the Vortex 3X Micro Magnifier. This is next level on magnifier optics. This one is different because one, it's lighter, smaller, and, well, I said lighter. So there you go, it's lighter and smaller than the average magnifier that you'll find on the market, which is really good because when it comes to the rifles, and especially if you're going to carry it for miles, ask me how I know, you're really gonna want something that's lightweight, that's not gonna be so damn heavy. And this micro magnifier, I think, fits the bill. It's very good for people who have red dots like this and aren't really looking to have a magnified scope on there, and they just want some kind of magnification. All right, so like I said, Vortex 3X Micro Magnifier. This does come with their lifetime warranty. So if anything happens to this magnifier, you're covered, send it back, and you get you a new one. The MSRP value of this magnifier is about $449.99. That's the MSRP value, and you definitely can find it cheaper elsewhere. So about $350 on the market. So this really works well with red dots, reflex sights, holographic sights, but Vortex says it does not work with prism scopes. So guys, if you got a prism scope, unfortunately it's not going to work like that. It does come with the absolute co-witness mount, but it does have a lower 1/3 shim, which is what I have on here because my red dot is at a lower 1/3 co-witness. I want my magnifier to line up with my red dot. Alright guys, so now we're about to talk about some of the features of this magnifier and what you get when you buy it. Alright, welcome back to the features, guys. So coming out, we have the magnifier, which magnifies it out to 3x. So you can see a little bit further than with a 1x red dot. It has multi-coated lenses, so it's shockproof, fog-proof, it's nitrogen purge, and something else proof. But one of those that just lets you know that it's a solid piece of equipment that's not going to go down on you and break on you as easily. The lens diameter is 22 millimeters. The field of view at 100 yards through this micro magnifier is 38.2 feet. It's 2.9 inches long and weighs 9.5 ounces. In the parts over here on the back, the lens, you have your ocular lens, you have your focus eyepiece. So everyone's eyes is a little different and some people can't see as well as others. So this little ring here allows you to adjust the object to the point where you can see really clear depending on your eyes. And then up front you have the ocular lens. Like I said, it's on a mount, so there is no locking system, so you just either push it and it comes into place or moves out of place. Very simple. Has a QD mount. And there is no battery or kind of etched reticle in here. It's just a clear glass, and you have your elevation and your witness knob, and what you're trying to do is get that dot to be centered up in your magnifier, so when you're shooting with it off, boom boom boom, you need to switch it on, your dot is still just as straight as it would be if it was not, if the magnifier was not in the way. Alright, LocsNLoad, can you tell us about the pros and cons of having a magnifier, or at least this magnifier? Yes, I can. Alright, so let's get into the pros. What benefits does a magnifier give you? Well, first of all, it gives you that extra bit of magnification, which means it allows you to better ID your target or see what you're aiming at before you shoot it. You don't want to just see a figure and just pop it. It might be a friendly, it might be an innocent. You don't want to just drop somebody because you can. So that's where that little bit of extra magnification comes into play. At a red dot, you just see a person, looks like they're holding something you don't know. Flip over to the magnifier. It's okay, we see him, male, gray shirt, blue jeans, and he's holding a rifle. And now you can actually take your shot. Or be like, hey, no guys, it's just a kid, cease fire, don't shoot. The glass is very clear, so you can see out the distance and have very good detail. So if it's like somebody hiding in a bush, or if it's like in a window somewhere, you can really look in the window and kind of see in the room and see if there's anybody in there without having to get so close up on the house or where the structure may be. Weighs close to nothing, 9.5 ounces. You really don't feel the weight. It has a little bit, but it's really not that enough for me to complain about. All right, so next we have the size and weight. So it's a small magnifier, and it weighs less than what a typical magnifier would be with this smaller compact size. So that's another pro. So another pro is that it's simple and efficient. There's no reticle in here that you have to deal with. There's no kind of battery you have to change out. It's a simple, just work the elevation and windage knobs to get that dot centered in the magnifier, and you're good to go. And it's just as simple as that. Like I said, no batteries, so you don't have to spend money for batteries or worry about keeping extra batteries for your magnifier. Field of view. When you're looking through this out at distance, you can really see a lot. Like it says, 38 feet at 100 yards. So you're able to see, look out this window here, you're able to see a lot out at distance. And so that's very good because you don't want such magnification that you just see such a little tiny spot and you can't see what's going on around the target that you're aiming at. That's not always very beneficial. So being able to see your target and kind of around the target to see what's going on sometimes can really be very beneficial depending on the situation you're in. Let's see what else I got. I think it's great for 300 yards and then shooting. Because you're just using the red dot, so you don't have any reticles and holes or windage or anything. It's just very simple. You have your dot. You can't see your target, throw your magnifier on, so it magnifies that dot at 3x so you can see a little bit further out and take more precise shots. You're not going to be a sniper, but it still allows you to be more accurate than not having a magnifier. So guys, that is the pros of the magnifier, and now we're going to get into the cons. Okay, cons. Well, one of the cons is that it affects your peripheral vision, especially when you're not using it. Because if I'm aiming at you right here, like that, this magnifier is off to the side, I'm aiming down here, right at you, then I can't really see what's going on over in this area because I got this big black blob right here in my peripheral vision. And if this was flipped, it'd be over here. So now my left eye would be able to see what's going on over here because the magnifier's in the way. It's not too big of a deal, but when you're looking down the optic, you can't see what's going on over here because this is in the way. All right, what's next? The QD mount. With the magnifiers, you don't, well, this is two parts for the cons. The QD mount and the eye relief. With eye relief is not much, so you really have to get close up on this magnifier to really actually kind of use it. So there's the eye relief, and then with that eye relief, it has to be mounted to the rear, and then this QD mount gets in the way of getting to this charging handle. You can get there, but this is in the way, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. But no, like I said, it's a con, but it's still worth having this magnifier though. All right, what's next? Snag Hazard. Hanging off to the side, there's an easy chance for it to get snagged or wrapped up in your sling, which I've had happen before, not too often, but it has happened, and it's just something you're gonna have to consider when you're looking at getting a magnifier. Anything that juts off to the sides, whether it be like an offset iron sights, offset red dot, an offset light, offset magnifier, anything that's offset like that, there is a potential for it to get snagged on something. So it's just something you got to consider. Next, no ALS, and that is active locking system. This thing is just by force, so I can push it like that and push it back off if I want to. And that's not always bad, so some of them have a button you gotta hit to move over. This is very simple, just that, but it doesn't have a locking system. So let's say if I was transitioning and and I hit that magnifier and now it's into place, and now I gotta, oh shit, that just takes time. Or it could be vice versa. I have my magnifier on and I'm moving it, actually knocked it out the way, then oh shit, I gotta get back on it. So those are two things you might you're gonna have to consider when you're getting this particular magnifier, that there's no active locking system to keep it in place and from getting knocked around. And the last one I had was eye relief. I already mentioned eye relief, but what I also want to mention in here is that having your magnifier being so mounted to the back of your AR-15 like this, you can have a rear sight. You just have to kind of squish up on your rifle a little bit more to use your magnifier. But if you really want the real benefit of the magnifier, it's going to be hard to run an iron sight back here like this, especially on a 7.5 where you don't have that much rail space. If you got like a 16-inch gun, then you probably can get away with something like that. But yeah, that's just one of the things you have to consider, is that magnifier is going to have to be mounted a little bit further to the rear, almost like an ACOG, or you can mount it up here, run a backup iron sight. It's just when you get it back into place to use it, you just kind of have to squish up a little further on your rifle. Alright guys, so that is the pros and cons section of the channel, and now I'm about to answer the question, is it worth it? Is it worth it? I think the answer is yes. And I wrote down why. I think the fact of having a better ability to ID your targets and put accurate and precise shots on your target is very beneficial. And I think that's one of the reasons why you should have a magnifier on your firearm if you can. Just being able to do it. I know most engagements are 300 yards in, but still that doesn't mean that you can't use a magnified optic to help you better ID a target or locate a target and then put more precise shots on that target. So even on this 7.5, I still have a magnifier, and I think it's pretty dope on here actually. And I think it will be very beneficial for something like this. Weight's close to nothing, so you're not adding much weight to your firearm, so why not? You know, why not add that extra magnification to your rifle if you can, and it weighs close to nothing. Lets you be more effective. Like I've said multiple times, you can see further, you can shoot more accurate. So keep it simple like that. Warranty and quality. It's a Vortex product, so you know you get very good quality. The glass is very clear. The price is through the fucking roof. And warranty, lifetime warranty. If anything happens with this product, you can send it back to Vortex and they will either fix it or replace the product. Lifetime warranty, guys. And then there's more pros and cons. The magnifier, having a magnifier just lets you do things that if you didn't have a magnifier, you couldn't do. You know, you don't always need to run it magnified. You can just run off to the side. Just kind of be cognizant of where you're going and how you're maneuvering your firearm so it doesn't get snagged on anything. Besides that, you know, it's real added benefit. You know, I've ran it at the range, running and gunning. It's really nice. You know, you're close up shooting, and once you step out a little bit, you can throw it on there, and then it's like the targets just pop up in your face, and you don't have to really focus so much on getting that dot on that small little white plate. You just throw this magnifier over, and that white plate becomes a big white plate, and you just put the dot on there and just get to work. Alright guys, so that is the Vortex Micro. Hold on this way so you can see the words. Vortex 3X Micro Magnifier. I think is something very beneficial, and if you were looking to buy one, I would not hesitate to buy one. I would not knock you for buying one. I want to thank Optics Planet for sending this out to me. I do have a code LNL5 to save you 5% on your purchase, whether it be this or anything off Optics Planet, guys. All this talking. So, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully you learned a little something, especially for you NFAC guys. If you're looking to get a magnifier for your rifles before the next formation, I would highly suggest you do. I think it's something that's very beneficial, and it can add to the effectiveness of the militia if you got one. All this talking, man, I swear. Alright guys, so that is the review. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Today I'm supporting Upper Left Tactical. So I want you to go to Instagram and follow his page. Buy a shirt, support his business, what he's doing over there. So Upper Left Tactical, guys. Also, if you want to support the YouTube channel, LocsNLoadFirearms.com, you can LocsNLoadFirearms.com. You get a t-shirt, you can find instructors, you can find the products I've put in this video, like this Vortex here from Optics Planet, and you can go to the site and pick it up if you would like. And there's other things on there you can buy to help support the channel or save you money in the process, or maybe even do both. So guys, thank you for watching. LocsNLoad out. Gunda, not fucking around coalition.